Imagine you black out on the subway in New York City. You're not from there and you're just wandering around the Bronx after you come to and don't know how you got there. That happened to me 10, 15 years ago. That happened to me about 15 years ago. I did not know that I had just had a seizure. Seizures can happen when a person is awake. So I'm sitting there with my friends. They are getting up and off the subway at our stop to go back to the hotel, and I couldn't move. I could see them. I could see them getting up. They thought I was right behind them, so they turn around and I'm the doors are closing and they're like banging on the door, like, "What are you doing?" And I can see them and I can't move. And next thing I know, it's blacked out. I have no idea what happened after that. And I woke up in the Bronx so confused. This is a long time ago. So cell service was terrible. I couldn't text them, couldn't use GPS to figure out where I was. So I'm wandering around trying to read the maps on the subway in New York City. So I got home, I found my way back when I was conscious and I wasn't disoriented. I wasn't confused anymore. I didn't understand how I had gotten there. I got back to the hotel. I called my mom. I was incredibly emotional. I had no idea what had just happened. And I was just freaking out. I did not know that that was a seizure. I had never heard of a focal seizure. I had no idea that a person could be awake and conscious and have a seizure. Another 5 years after that for me to have a tonic-clonic or grand mal seizure and start to see a neurologist who specializes in epilepsy. And he started walking me through things that may have happened in the past, and he's like, have you ever been in a situation where you didn't know how you got somewhere? I'm like, yeah, let me tell you that story. And so eventually he brought that out for me and I found out that I had epilepsy. So after that, all these things, we just went back through story after story, experience after experience that I couldn't explain. And he said, those were seizures. That's an aura. That's a focal seizure. It doesn't have to be shaking and tonic-clonic to be a seizure. And I wish that there had been more information about that out there. And I am seizure free now, but my goal now is to get the information out there, get it on the internet, get it there so people like me won't be so scared when something like this happens and just dealing with the unknown for years, because seizures vary widely. Seizures have so many different aspects to them. You don't have to have epilepsy to have seizures, but if you have epilepsy, you have had or are having seizures. So my goal with this channel is to talk and talk and talk about epilepsy.